Arabs are better served under Israeli government than under the Palestinian Authority government. Arabs are.
Dead,
I'm sorry, what? Wait, I'm sorry, what?
When they're in the ground dead, that's where a majority of Palestinians end up.
What are you? A majority of Palestinians end up dead? How dare you say something like that?
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel with the Abbenakokora. If today is your first time here, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Alright, so today I'll be reacting to a video titled Charlie Kirk dismantles angry anti-Israel student with facts about Hamas. Wow. This is going to really get heated. Alright, so without wasting my time, let's get started.
So who ran Gaza up until 2005?
Same thing.
No, Israel did. Israel used to occupy the Gaza Strip. 10,000 Jews left Gaza. The IDF totally withdrew. Why did Israel do that?
You tell me, you're the one at the table.
To pursue peace, because they were promised a peace deal if they got out of Gaza.
And
Then Hamas took over as mayor of Gaza, and it's now a hot tub for terrorists, where there are thousands of rockets every single month.
Where was the peace that happened after they withdrew?
Exactly. Israel signed a peace accord, and the PA violated it.
But
So this is the way peace.
occupying territory.
They weren't occupying; they got out.
But you just said Israel occupied that territory.
Correct.
In Gaza until they got out. So that's not.
No, but they got out on a condition of peace. So they said, we will get our 10,000 Jews out of Gaza. So 10,000 Jews used to live in Gaza.
Failed to recognize that they were occupying someone's territory, and that's
Well, so who is Gaza's territory? Whose is that?
It's Palestinian.
Egypt. It's been Egypt's for 2,000 years. Okay. So since you understand this, maybe, how did Israel win back that territory?
Sinai deal.
Right. So in the 1967 war, they pushed back Egypt all the way to their borders, and so they gave up the Sinai Desert in pursuit of peace with Egypt. That worked.
That worked.
So then they kept the occupation of Gaza, which there's factories and rolling hills and vineyards, a lot of wealth there. There's 2 million people that live in Gaza, more or less. 10,000 Jews lived on the eastern skirt of Gaza. So in pursuit of peace, in the 2005 peace talks, Israel said, you know what? We want peace, and as a condition, we'll get out if you guys have real peace with us. Stop launching rockets, stop building terror tunnels, stop killing our children, all these sorts of things. Are you pro-Hezbollah or?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, happy to.
What formal education do you have?
Plenty.
I mean, formal education. There's like a
If you're going to argue from authority, that's a logical fallacy. Tell me why I'm wrong. Don't tell me how many degrees you have.
Don't ask me to change the conversation.
I'm actually,
What formal education
I would argue I'm more informed because I didn't go to college, and I've traveled the world, and I've met with world leaders, and I've read many books. So tell me,
so oppressive to a lot of minorities that you've met around the world.
how am I oppressive? Can you name one example of how I'm oppressive?
I can name a lot of examples.
Can you name one?
but I'm not
Name one
gonna-
example of how I'm oppressive, because you just
You are
said it.
literally here telling people that they are wrong about views and their.
Well, no, they just don't have facts. Can you tell me one time that I've been wrong about anything I've said? Tell me a time that Israel has launched an offensive war.
To Lebanon.
They didn't. They're attacking Hezbollah. It's within their
It
borders.
was to Lebanon. They don't just attack.
Hezbollah occupies southern Lebanon, which is Iranian funded, is it not?
Really, I had no idea. Thank you for informing me.
Anytime.
That's
Maybe if you
so-
didn't go to college, you would learn more.
Oh, you're so right. You're so right.
Here's the thing. But like IDF is a terrorist organization.
How is the IDF is a terrorist organization?
Yeah. No, according to a lot of people.
Wait, hold on a second. The ID.
Not me, but like a lot of countries around.
Why is it that they haven't built a new school or hospital in the last 5 years? Hundreds of millions of dollars pour into Gaza. It's because Hamas runs Gaza right now, and they're a terrorist organization. So Israel got out of Gaza in 2005 in the pursuit of peace. 10,000 Jews were actually forced out of their homes in the pursuit of peace. Gaza got more dangerous. It became a hot tub for terrorists. You know where Hamas's money is being spent? On terror tunnels and rockets being shot towards Tel Aviv. Where were those 2 rockets shot 2 weeks ago out of? They were shot out of Gaza. Yeah, 2 rockets. Oh, what's the big deal? Yeah, who cares when Jews have rockets shot at them, right? Because Israel is fighting a defensive right for its own national sovereignty. All Israel has done since 1967 is go backwards. All Israel has done.
The UN sent an Asian diplomat, I forget his name exactly what it was, to go investigate crimes against humanity in Gaza. Israel did not allow him to enter Gaza because they said his visa wasn't valid, and that was published in an Israeli newspaper.
Okay, so I'll have to look into that. If that's the case, then I'll say that you're correct. But here's the question, though. So Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East right now. They're practicing democracy. Muslims, Jews, and Christians.
Israeli citizens vote in the upcoming elections then?
Well, they can.
Really? They can't. No, they can't.
Hold on a second. First of all, many Palestinians in Palestinian Authority that is in Zone B, not Zone A, can vote in elections. Secondly, here's the question: you want them to be able to vote both in PA elections and Israeli elections? Why hasn't the PA had an election in 12 years? Mahmoud Abbas is a dictator of the PA that uses the money and the aid that we give him to enrich himself. Mahmoud Abbas. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on, but I thought he was democratically elected. So why don't you guys have students against the Palestinian Authority, not students against Israel? The Palestinian Authority.
The Palestinian Authority isn't holding guns against Palestinian children.
Palestinian Authority was democratically elected 12 years ago. Mahmoud Abbas has not had any checks and measures against him. In Nablus, he lives in a 25,000 square foot mansion. Here's the bottom line: is that Arabs are better served under Israeli government than under the Palestinian Authority government. Arabs are. I'm sorry, what? Wait, I'm sorry, what?
When they're in the ground dead, that's where a majority of Palestinians end up.
What are you? A majority of Palestinians end up dead? How dare you say something like that? There's 15.5 million people that live in the Palestinian Authority. Half of them end up dead? So you're trying to tell me that 7.5 million Palestinians have been killed? Is that what you're trying to say?
7.5 million live in the. I've never seen that number.
Well, it's actually 50.5 million is if you count the PA and Israel together. You're right. It's more 6 million in Palestinian Authority, 9.5 million in Israel proper. So it's about 15 combined. So 6 million. So you're trying to tell me 3 million people have been killed? 3 million people have been killed by the IDF? That's not even close to being true. So let me ask.
Listen to me. There's a difference between Zionism and anti-Semitism.
Then build it out for me.
You don't support the state of Israel doesn't mean.
So let me get this straight. You don't hate Jews. You just hate the Jews' right to exist in their homeland.
You're not even Jewish. You can't speak for me.
Okay.
Wait, hold on a second.
You're not black. You want me to exist, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of the worst identity politics argument. Just because I'm not something, it doesn't make me wrong.
No, you're not. It's apartheid state of Israel.
That's not in line with conservative politics.
How so?
Because there is no separation of church and state.
Let me ask you a question. Why can Christians freely practice their religion in Israel, but Jews can't freely practice their religion in the Palestinian Authority?
How are Jews not
practicing it?
What happens if an Israeli citizen goes into a Bethlehem? What happens if a Jew goes into Bethlehem? If a Muslim goes into Jerusalem, they can go to a mosque. That's what happens.
You know what happens at Al-Aqsa? You know what happens?
Al-Aqsa Mosque?
People are turned away because they can't pray in their own place.
Well, hold on a second. They have full access to Al-Aqsa Mosque. I was there myself. I was around 500 Muslims on the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Hold on a second. Jews' heads are cut off in Hebron if they go to Hebron. Jews and Israelis are not allowed in Palestinian Authority. So I was in Hebron 3 weeks ago. You know what happened? If a Jew goes to Hebron, their head will get cut off. Okay, so Jews are not allowed in the Temple Mount. You do know that, right?
No, I'm saying Palestinians, Muslims going into Al-Aqsa.
Right. So it's very hotly debated.
No, actually, when I was there, I was praying at Al-Aqsa, and I saw IDF soldiers coming in while I was praying.
Did they stop you? Did they stop you from praying?
They throw like tear gas.
No, they don't. Not the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Did they stop you from praying?
I shouldn't be in fear while
But they don't do what you say they're doing. I'm just telling you, it's not true. Did they? But I don't think you're representing reality.
I was literally there.
So let me ask you a question.
She wasn't there, that wasn't happening, but she understood that it was happening in other times around that moment.
I was there. You should not be able to prove your religion. You should be able, if a Muslim.
Okay, that's a really interesting point. So Jews should be allowed on the Temple Mount because the Muslims don't allow them on the Temple Mount right now. So Jordanian control the Temple Mount.
It was since the Prophet Muhammad. It was there since the Prophet Muhammad.
Oh, okay. So do you think? Here's the thing. So do you think Jews should be allowed on the Temple Mount?
It's a.
So you don't think it's a Temple Mount? Because if you do, that's the very interesting thing. If you just say it's a Temple Mount, I'm putting you admittedly in a very difficult position because Muslims do not recognize it as the Temple Mount.
Right. They recognize it as their place of worship, and it's been that way since the beginning.
No, it's been the Temple Mount since King David. Thank you very much. So, I mean, you could say whatever you wanted to say. It's a huge point. It's actually it's one of the biggest inhibitions of peace. I think that Jews and Muslims and Christians should all be allowed to go to the Temple Mount. Right now, Muslims do not allow Jews to go into the Temple Mount. One rabbi is allowed to go in once a year. That's it. That's the treaty. Why is that? How is that fair? Why are Jews not allowed to go? But I mean, Muslims are allowed to go to their holy sites. You just said you were allowed to go.
Okay, but so people doesn't mean that other people aren't allowed allowed to go.
And if that's the case, then I'll totally denounce it. But you are a living example that you were allowed to go now. So.
My God, this was really this was really interesting. Like I was like, oh, it was interesting, and it was really amazing. I love the fact that the students are able to, debate with like their confidence in debating. Though they stated facts, they stated their opinions kind of came through. I don't understand the fact that you have to stop someone from going to their place, like their place point of their place of belief to actually pray. And let's get into the video. Okay, so I love the fact that the girl made a statement that when he was like he's not a Jewish, but he's speaking as if he is. I feel you don't have to be like a Jewish or a Muslim or a Christian before you can state the true fact about something. Even if you are a Muslim or you are whoever you are, and someone the opposite is doing something that is not good, that is not right, you have the right to speak against it. Because I really feel that you being a Jewish or you being a Muslim means you should lie. No. If you know the truth and you are a Muslim or you are a Christian or you're a Palestine, you are whatever you are, and the fact is the truth, and the truth is the fact, both sides, you have to speak the truth. Because I don't see the reason why you have to lie because you are not a Jewish, or because you are a Jewish, so you lie for them. Because you're not a Jewish, you lie for them. No, if you know the truth, you can't speak the truth. Because when I heard him speaking the video, I realized that no, I'm not a Jewish, I know, but whatever he's saying is true. So I have to either believe it, accept it, or if it's the truth. So I don't see the reason why I should deny it, because it's the truth. So the fact that the Muslims are not allowed to pray somewhere and the Christians are not allowed to pray somewhere, I don't really get this thing, because I don't understand why you have to stop someone from praying. Though I haven't been there, I know I haven't been there, but that's what they said. So I'm giving my opinion on what they have said. So like this is just something else, because the lady, whatever the lady was saying, I don't know if that's the truth, because I haven't been there. I wasn't there when she was praying, and there was a tear gas and whatever, and someone even saying we're praying, they were stopped from praying. I haven't been there, but what they are saying, I don't think the lady, but I don't know if I should believe her saying she was there, because I felt the way she said it, she wasn't there. She was just trying to say it to actually defend the point that she was making. Because I felt if you were there and there was a tear gas, how come, like how, I'm just imagining how she escaped from whatever that happened there. But in my point of view, I feel Charlie Kirk is right. Whatever he's saying is clear points that, come on, you don't need to be a Jewish or a Christian or a Muslim to speak the truth or state the facts. Facts are facts, and the truth is just one. So I don't feel you have to be a Jewish, you have to be a Muslim before you speak the truth. If one person is wrong, you state the clear, you make it clear to people that you are wrong. But you don't have to just lie because I'm a Jewish, so I have to lie for Jewish. I'm not the Jewish, so I have to lie. No. I feel whether you are a Jewish or a Muslim or a Christian, that shouldn't stop you from speaking the truth. I feel you shouldn't lie to people, because come on, someone may not know what is going on, but your truth may let the person change the perception he or she has about something. So I feel you don't have to be a Jewish or a Muslim before you could speak the truth, or a Christian before you can speak the truth about something. You have the right to speak the truth, because the truth is the truth, and the truth is always one. Yeah, so as I was saying, I have not been there, but Charlie said he has been there and he has seen what is going on there. And to what the lady was saying, I feel it's true, because if you were praying and no one interrupted you, and even they should interrupt you with a tear gas or whatever, they still didn't stop you from praying. So that part, I think Charlie was really right. So you can keep your comments coming, because I don't have a lot to say on this matter, honestly. So you can keep your comments coming in the comment section. And alright, so don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. And if you want any other video to be checked out, you can also put it in the comment section. Alright, so please don't forget to keep your comments coming, because this way it's too big for me to actually talk big on it. Alright, so see you in my next video. Bye.